I'm watching, as a native man, many things in our country that have been erased of our culture. Long ago, people came and chose to move our people into different places because that was a civilized thing to do. And yet at the same time, they took the best of what we had and made it theirs, but without understanding and without respect. I'm watching places like Iraq and Afghanistan and other countries. I'm watching their history being erased in this time and in my lifetime. And I'm watching things being replaced in something else's image. I'm watching grandfathers not being able to walk their grandchildren down those streets that their great-great-grandfathers once walked. And almost this entire country, this entire continent is that way for our people. And we need to somehow find a way to stop this. Because war has traveled. And war is a word that hides the spirit of greed and hatred and power. When you see these people come, remember that they too are sacred. Creator placed them here with us, but they are driven by something that is not. And so when you see these people, pray for them, but also stand so that whatever it is that they carry cannot pass. And so let us not carry their wars into our lives anymore. Let's not carry their greed into our lives anymore. And if we have to begin to feed one another from our own tables so that we don't have to be controlled by those who are holding everything so that they have that power, then let's reach out to one another. Let's place the value of life higher than a gallon of gas or oil. Let's place the value of life as immeasurable again. Let's stop listening to the songs of grief and the mourning. Let's stop listening to the children who are crying because they'll never walk again, or they'll never reach out and hold something again. Let's bring a new time into this world, because this is the first time in a long, long time in history that we've been able to come together and speak together in this way and maybe hear one another in this way. Let's reach out and say, we are peacemakers. We are walking together to save the water, the air, the food, and everything else that is created. Let us once again be able to dream into the stars and meet our relatives who wait for us there. Let's look to the oceans and say we have dirtied that enough and allow the life to come back. Let's look to the mountains and stop destroying them so that we can build things that don't need to be there. Let's look to one another and remember, look into one another's eyes again. Look into each other's hearts. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Reach out to your relatives. Reach out to your family that you have forgotten. Because in 25 generations, you are related to over 1 million people. 1 million people in the world, going back 25 generations. Somewhere back there, we touched.